Today we're going to take a brief look at pool water testing. So the first thing we're going to look at is test kits. Now all the tests that you'll be doing, the main tests that you'll be doing on your pool that we look at today, are what we call colorimetric tests. Now the first type of test kit we're going to look at is what we call a comparator. Now with a comparator you'll use a tablet like a DPD number 1 or a phenol red tablet to measure pH, and that will mix with your pool water, your sample water, to create a colour. Now that colour then you will match up with a colour chart. This chart comes on a disc, and then that provides you with your reading. The problems we have with comparators are that often we can get a sort of a misreading, or one or two people can read colours slightly different, and then we can get a little bit of a differential around that. We're bringing in human error. So to move away from the human error, we can also use what we call a photometer. Now, there's a couple of different photometers that we can use. We've got the STA Prime Lab photometer. Very effective. It measures exactly the same way. It produces a colour, and then from your colour, from your test sample, then the photometer is going to pass light through and read that colour and provide you with a reading. There's also other photometers on the market, from Lovibond to Palin Test. All of those test kits, are going to provide you with accurate readings. Now remember what you're measuring for. DPD number 1 is going to provide you with your free chlorine. Then you're adding your DPD number 3, which is giving you your total chlorine. The difference between the two of those readings is going to give you your combined chlorine. Your phenol red tablet as well is going to provide you with your pH reading. Now those tests, how often should you be doing them? So you have an automatic dosing pool, okay? Automatically adding your chemicals. You're legally required to undertake those tests 3 times a day. 1 before you open that pool to the public, 1 when you're closing, and 1 in the middle. Now it's advisable and acceptable that you undertake more tests than those 3 required, and a lot of pools do that. A lot may take them on a 2 or a 3 hourly basis. Now if that is written into your normal operating procedures, it is important that you follow that on a regular basis, that you undertake it to that document. Now if you are not operating with an automatic dosing pool, if you don't have automatic dosing, then you'll be manually adding the chemicals. Now if this is the case, then you need to have more of an insight into the readings on a more regular basis. Then the requirement would be that you would undertake those tests every 2 hours. Okay? During the operation of that pool, you must undertake a test, a colorimetric test for DPD number 1, DPD number 3, and pH every 2 hours of operation. Now those test results also must be recorded, okay? They must be accessible, and they must be kept for a minimum of 5 years. Now when you're getting those results, we advise here at the STA that you use something very simple like a traffic light system. Now a traffic light system gives you 3 levels of reading. It can give you a green reading, which is perfect, good to go, the pool is very good, ready for operation. An amber reading, now that's a precaution, that's a caution reading. That potentially there it's drifting outside of the recommended parameters. And then you've got your red reading. Now a red reading would mean that you would close your pool instantly. Let's take, for example, a pH of 8. That falls into a red reading. With a pH of 8, your flocculant is not going to work very effectively. You're getting discomfort to bathers, you're getting excessive scale forming, and also you're limiting the production of hypochlorous acid. Okay? That key element of the chlorine disinfection that kills the majority of bacteria within 3 seconds. Okay? We need that. So let's just remember, pH of 8, that would be a pool closure. Now, it's just important that you are recording, maintaining and undertaking those tests on a regular basis. Thank you very much.